Hello, hello, Formullama fans. It's Blake here. We're on a Tuesday. It's a new day of the week. Well, a new day of the iRacing week because it starts on a Tuesday for some reason. I don't actually know the logic behind that one. Maybe it's for the bank holiday weekend.
Falling.
Who
it's
knows?
Now 31
But yeah, for some reason the tracks rotate on a Tuesday. I've never thought out why before. Following a very successful limited adhesion race and dabbling in a bit of the Indianapolis running last week as well, I decided to stick with the Indycar this week. It's at a track I detest a little. It's Detroit. It's Belle Isle. It's a street circuit. I kind of think of it sometimes as a Monaco. It is wider than Monaco. It's a little more forgiving than Monaco, but not by much. It's probably more similar to Singapore. There's not a lot of margin for error. I did a race earlier in the fixed series. This is the open version. I popped it on third, and then I did the worst thing. Just down this big straight on the first lap, I was on the inside with Mikal, who was also in this race, and I just locked the rears, just approaching the corner, and the back end went round, and I was a complete passenger, and unfortunately ploughed into Mikal and ruined his race. We both had to pit.
That's the end of the session. P3.
At that point, I never care about my own race being screwed. It just makes me feel sick when I take someone else out. So he hasn't qualified this time. Whether that's to stay away from him. Oh, here we go. I noticed he hadn't qualified, and I noticed his name in the lobby, so I just gave him a bit of a good look and apologies for last time. And yeah, he's taking it well. At the time, I apologised immediately in the race on the mic, and he wasn't too bad about it. He kind of just said, these things happen. He knows it wasn't malicious. It was just the back end escaping on the brakes. So yeah, that's something to watch out for this start. I think I've done a pretty decent qualifying again. I put it third, but so it's not just me dropping it on the brakes; it's other people. Yeah, so I really do hope he has a good race, and if he comes through, I'm more than willing to jump out of the way and give him the position. So oh God, let's not shout at him. Yeah, whether I survive this one, it's such a bumpy circuit as well. I almost find the bumps are worse than the narrow walls. It's so unsettling on the car, particularly out of turn 2, as we'll see. Just make sure I am in the race setup. I don't actually know which tyres to start on. What are other people doing? It's a bit of a mix. I'm going to go hard. And we'll see what happens. Screw it
up. One lap to green.
Yeah, very bumpy circuit. Particularly out of turn 2. It's kind of a reasonably quick left-hander, which you need to attack because there's a big long straight. But it's so easy to lose the rear. This track needs, I don't know, like a steamroller going around or something.
Follow car number 04 in the left column.
Yeah, I first experienced this track last season. I didn't do that many races. I did a couple. I know there was one where it was a relatively low strength field, and I should have really got my one win round here.
About to go green.
I just thought the ball from the lead. It's just one of those circuits, the tiniest lapse of concentration.
All right, Blake, here we go.
Or just the tiniest lock-up of the brake, and there's just no margin for error. So it's kind of like an S is to start the lap. There's a very bumpy exit here, and then we've got a big long run down into a tight right-hander. This is where I murdered Mikal in the previous race, so I'm gonna blimey. Race leader nearly put it in the wall. You've got a couple of 90-degree corners. I hope everyone's just going to be patient. Car behind is on the harder compound tyre. This is really bumpy as well. The straightaway is not too bad. Is he going to go for it? Has he got a bit of push to pass? Going for it on the harder tyre. I use power 1 now. It's very gently through here, particularly on the cold tyres. In fact, this is quite literally my first lap on the primaries since, like, round here since last season, because pit race I did earlier, because there's no pit stops as the back end gets extremely loose on the bump. Because there's no pit stops, it's just a sprint race on the soft tyres. Yeah, I do not expect to be able to compete with the front two. They can disappear up the road. Ooh.
Looks like P2's got.
Oh, and I hit it in the wall. I was distracted. Park this up. Let's not cause any trouble. I was distracted by this guy going straight on. Oh, he got it stopped actually. I thought he was going to go all the way down the escape road. It is like a typical street circuit in Formula One. You have that split second. He knew really early on. Oh, he lost the back end. Oh, he was a bit late on the brakes. That was why. He's done well to. Oh no, he has had to reverse. I thought he got away without reversing, and I've just followed him in.
The leader's just done a 1:15.9.
Yeah, I don't get the back end slide. I just lock the front. When did I brake? I brake at the 400, which is normally okay. Maybe I think I've just led off the brakes a little too soon. Again, it's just that. Yeah, just my eyes are on him. That's it. Race A, the front left one. Kept it nicely to the left, and then just found somewhere to park up. That's frustrating. That is frustrating. The irony is I came in, I decided to do this particular race very last minute. I think there was about 30 seconds left on the clock. I knew it was going to be difficult, but I did think, you know what, 40 laps, if I can kind of tiptoe my way around. I wasn't expecting to be overly competitive, I was thinking safety rating. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'll see what it says. I'm pretty sure the front right's knackered. It's going to be an end of race. They can't fix that. It's not a repairable.
The leader has just done a 1:15.7.
It's looking pretty good there. With gap in the cars behind. Yeah, we are done. But we're using 95 iRacing because we cannot get back out. From the highs of a victory to the lows of putting in the wall. So two people. Quinton disconnected before the race started. Looks like Pedro died on lap 1, did he? Oh, he's not even made. He's not even made it to the tricky. Oh, there's the bump. Yeah, see, he's hit the bump. You normally do want to be a bit further out, but yeah, that's a bit of a strain. That's a very unfortunate for Pedro. And yeah, I was about to say he was the last car, so he didn't need to overly push. The cars behind had all come out the pit lane.
The leader has just done a 1:15.2.
Just heard Mikal on the mic. Was there anything to watch there, or? Ooh. Oh, someone's been in the wall. It's Nikita. Is he gonna get it? He should be able to limp that back round to the pits, and that is repairable. As long as he hasn't got, which it didn't look like he has, rear suspension damage. So where's he dropped that? Is that the hairpin? Yeah, it must be. Oh, has he been hit? Or someone's... I saw a green car. Is it a green car? Might be two things to watch here. He's lost it all by himself. I thought this guy... Oh, this guy is... Again, he wants to see someone go off in front of you or do something that's not normal. Yeah, it's so easy to just lose concentration, get distracted. He's got away with it. He kept it just out the barrier. How close was he? He had a bit more margin. And this guy's done similar to... What's he done? Oh, so he's lost the back end. He's similar to the guy that was ahead of me, which was Moritz, who is already back up to P3, so cracking effort from him. Although he's just obviously taken these two fairly simple. So he's lost the back end. And it's that split second. Do you then pull it left and go use the runoff and then just, take the 5-10 seconds time loss, but you're still alive? I think he's maybe a bit too committed. Thankfully, he's lit the rears up, which has made sure he's just backed it in. And there he is, he's back out on track. It was just a simple rear wing change. They do change it a lot quicker in iRacing than they would in real life, has to be said. But crucially, he's still alive. Pascal is just in a league of his own. He's already 12.6 seconds clear. Well, Moritz is now back up into P2. Has he made the move? Hairpin? Yeah. Did a push pass? Yeah. To the inside. About 400 metres on the brakes. Down to first gear. Nicely done. The Mark still running P4 despite that issue we saw where he nearly put it in the wall. He is 20 seconds off the lead, he's 5 seconds off the car ahead. Mikhail, car number 5, brilliant. He's started P13 from the pits, he's already up to P6. He was one of the quickest guys I saw in practice. The few laps I did before the fixed race earlier before I rudely took him out the race. I would say Mikhail will get P3 in this race, if I'm honest.
The leader's just done a 115.1.
It's just done a 15.8 in clean air. Car ahead, quickest he's done full stop is an 18.1. Mark 16.3. Yane 17.0. Moritz a 15.2, and he's on the softer compound tyre actually. Another very consistent, another 15.8. So he's taken 9/10 out of Christian. And a couple of tenths out of Mark. He is only 4 seconds off Mark. He is 11 seconds off Moritz. So seems to have a little bit of the pace on Moritz, but 11 seconds plus 3 cars in between. Might be too much of an ass. Oh, in fact, Moritz has just put in, it's got to be a 15.2, hasn't it? His tyres will drop off, they'll switch back over, but a bit wibbly wobbly by the car ahead. Punting down the car ahead very nicely now. He's going to be in slipstream range. It'll also annoyingly be in dirty air range, but I can't envisage him being behind for too much longer. It probably is going to be a move into the right-hander down here. I'd imagine it's going to be on push the class in the slipstream. Let's not waste any time. Is he a bit far back? He's closing, he's closing, he's closing. No, he's not close enough. Maybe he didn't use push to pass there. How many he's got left? He's got 9 left. Was he on push to pass? No, he wasn't. He's playing the long game again. He's on the harder compound tyres. Car ahead is on the alternates. Alternates which are normally red banded, but on streets, I think they changed it a couple of weeks ago. Definitely this season anyway. They put a green band on the street circuits. I think. Oh, car on the wall. Is he going to stay wide? Oh, no, he's okay. Looked a bit closer than it actually was. So no, you're not going to make a move into this final couple of right-handers. It'll be smart. Is car ahead going to be in the pit? I think he's okay. Can't see any glaring damage. He's probably knocked his end plate. Stay nice and close. Focus on getting a good exit from the left-hand turn 2. He's much closer this time. In the slipstream. Pulls to the inside. Just after the 400. Hard on the brakes. Hard on the brakes. Nicely done. Oh, he's going to try the comeback. Well, he's not giving this one, and he just back out. Whew, I thought we were in for something there. Battle for P2. No, this is not battle for P2. This is P2 behind a back marker who gets out of the way very nicely. But there's a battle for P3. I will go onto it manually in a moment. I'm just going to see if this most exciting. I don't ever really use this most exciting function or crashes. So here we go. This is it. It has flicked to it. Probably won't flick to it for very long. We've got hard compound tyres on P3, P4 is also on the hard compound tyres, so they're on the same strategies. Both of them in full working condition by the looks of it. Definitely not close enough for a move. Have they switched recently? No, I think Biane was always P3. What are the lap times? 17.3 last time for Biane. 16.8 from Mark, so half second, and he is a second back. Kind of suggesting a couple of laps there could be a switch. Mikal only 4 seconds back. Pace he's going around at, he could well have these in sight by within 2 laps. So there's 10 cars still running. See what happened to Bruno, how's his race ended. He's certainly not looking in one piece. That leopard is taking a big old whack as well as the front. Oh, look at that crabbing. Wow, he's done well to bring that back. I actually hope his accident was very near the end of the lap. And it was. I remember doing this last season. Oh, not like that. I thought he was actually going to take the corner well and just lose it on exit, but he's just... I think he's got his corners confused there. The one after it is pretty much flat out. He's just, yeah, I think he's done kind of what I did in Motegi, where it's just lost his bearings a little, and by the time you react, or by the time you realise, sorry, there is no time to react. Thankfully, yeah, he is only about a corner from the pits. It's just about drivable. Yeah, it's not going to be repairable, but he's dragged it back to the pits at least. Yeah, so Mikal has got these well in his sights now. Speaking of well in his sights, here's Mark. Yeah, both coming up to a back marker. This could get interesting. Whoa, big slide from Jordan Livery's car. When's the back marker going to get out of the way? At this point, probably not until the back straight before the right hander after turn 2. Yeah, it's not dangerously close at the minute, so he's okay to carry on. The gap may just depends on how safe he wants to play it. It doesn't look like he's giving it up down here. They're not as close as I thought they would have got. It could lead to some awkward bunching up through this tight, twisty section before the next. Not really a straight, but it's a straight. It's a flat out bit. It's just a bit got some kinks in it. You're gonna get out of the way. Oh, he's gonna be doing it very late if he is. I can hear Mikhail behind us as well. Oh no! Oh, it's both of them. Oh, Mikhail. Oh, there's another car coming. Mikhail, that's unlucky. It's just a bit of front wing. That's repairable. Is it just front wing? Is it steering okay?
Oh, that was stupid. Nikita, just next time, just let us buy on the straight.
Oh, he's got wheel damage. Yeah, I was so worried that was going to happen. How did that look from his perspective?
What's box?
Yeah, he's not signposted it. He should have let him through earlier. I think it was getting too close. Mikhail's just too close. There's nothing. There's not a gap. He's done all he could. As soon as he saw them two come together, he's put the brakes on. He's tried to keep it left. I don't think there's anything anyone could have done differently there other than the back marker. Mark, yeah, no chance. He made the corner. Yeah, Jordan just bounces off the wall. Piane again. It just distracted by the car ahead. He's not known. He's probably got caught out here when the car's not. Is he turned? It almost looks like he's gone to turn in, then he's pulled out. I don't even know if that was an intentional pass, but it may have been that he just bailed out the corner. But yeah, then he's just snatched the right front, come back across the track. That'd be game over for Piane.
Thank you.
Mark is. Oh, did he limp it back to the pits? That may just be repairable. He's still driving. Yeah, he's in now. So that would have definitely been meatballed. I mean, that could be tactical by doing another lap. Yeah, I've got 3 laps to serve a meatball, so it could just mean he classifies himself ahead of those that had to tow. And we are down to 5 running cars. This is a street circuit. This is Indycar. It's a bit of a non-event now then, so you've got Pascal who is 19 seconds clear of the field on the stronger race tracks and the harder tyres now. Moritz, again, he's got 20-second gap to P3. Christian is having a very solid, well, everyone's having just a solid lonely drive from this point. Oh, Jason behind Nikita. Nikita, that's how you do it. Is he all in one piece? Yeah, it seems to be. It might not be the end of the race for some of these guys. Oh, we have still got, sorry, Moreau. Probably butchered that pronunciation, but he is actually still running. It's just a lap down. P6 is very nearly about to get lapped, but so you're still running, and these people are going to get some good results here. Yeah, who's going to get back out? I don't think Bjarne will. I'll be surprised if Mark does. I hope Mikhail does. I don't think anything was broken. I think it was just a bit caved in, so he may still have wheel damage, but I think normally if you've sort of broken a suspension or steering arm, that's it, it's game over. If it's just buckled up, they can repair it, he says. Yeah, I don't really know what to do now. I want to focus on crashes, but not if they're still in the pits. Pascal coming up behind P6 on the road. Wow, no, P5 on the road. Hang on, have we just lost someone else? Oh no, it's good, of course it was Mark. Mark pitted, and at that point some of these guys hadn't passed him. Wow, so only the top 4 on the lead lap. The way it's going, I think it's only going to be Moritz that finishes on the lead lap here. Stunning drive from Pascal. I mean, he is a... Is this guy that was about 6k iRacing? His consistency is brilliant. So quick look. No, sorry. I remember seeing a guy that was 6 and a guy 0.8. Guy was 8.3k Pascal. So not to be unexpected. Not a surprise result, but you still have to applaud it. Even when the expectation's on, you've still got to deliver. And he's doing that in buckets. All it takes is a moment. All it takes is a lapse of concentration, as we've seen, and as I have experience of around here. I think I was approaching the pit stop. So I think it was probably around lap 17 and 18. Ironically, I think roughly where we are now. Yeah, just a tiny lapse concentration. I put it in this wall here. I'm sure Pascal is more than experienced enough to not do that. Yeah, so what's Jason and Christian's lap time saying? Is there a chance there's a battle for the podium still? So Jason's in the mid-17s. Christian's extending. He's in the mid-16s. Moritz, low 15s. Lower 15s from Pascal. Nikita cruised around in the 120s. Similar pace to Morale. So I don't think there's an awful lot left in this race. Everyone very spaced out on the track map. Just going to be a case of if anyone can come back out the pits, I guess. Yeah, so what's happened here, so we've got McAllis down 5 laps, Bjarne down 4, Mark down 3. Mark was able to carry on. He did a lap or maybe lap and a half.
The leader's just done a 114.4.
So, McAllis leaving the pit, so I was right, he was repairable. Car's probably not going to be entirely 100%. What's his steering? It's still a little left hand down, but he's on track. So he'll circulate. He can make sure he gets himself P8. Because I'll be surprised if these two come back out. So did he come back to the pits with he tow? I've probably done this a bit of a dodgy way, but the fact that he was showing a lap ahead of Mikhail. No, he did tow actually, so it might just be where their pit boxes were actually, for what they were classified as. And Mark's been repaired. Okay. How's his car? The steering's a lot straighter than Mikhail's. How's it look from the front? It looks pretty good. That could be a bit of a reprieve then. So him and Mikhail, not a lot between them, actually. So they are on the same lap now. Mikhail, though, we did see had more damage. Mikhail started on the hard, so he's now had to put the softs on. But he should get to the end. I think a full tank gets to 22, 23 laps, I think I remember seeing when I started this race. So Mark is on the hard. Oh, oh, blimey. He had a reprieve, he very nearly threw it all the way. So is he on the softs to start with? Yes, he was. Okay, so neither of them technically have to stop again. Mark is... he's sketchy. Two cars coming into the pits, Moritz and Morrow. That's because they're on lap 20, that's bang on halfway. So this is just a regular scheduled pit stop.
The leader is pitting now.
Is this a scheduled pit stop? He's got front wing damage there, hasn't he? He's been in twice. Ah, what have we missed there then? What's he done? So he's had a pit stop here, which I think is just normal. Has he had an unsafe pit exit? No. But his front wing had damage. So what's he done? Is it just simply down here? Cold tyres? We're never going to be a race director, that's for sure. Not with these skills. Is it here? This looks alright. Oh, it's here. Oh, yeah. So he's just going to come in and put a new wing on it. Probably lets him put the softs back on, which he does indeed. But it does mean he's down to P4. Jason does still have to pit, and as we say that, he peels in very nicely. Christian also has to pit. The gap 21 seconds. Moritz will be flying, I'm sure, on brand new softs compared to old softs. I'm not sure pit times, but I would imagine that Christian will come out behind. So Moritz shouldn't have to overtake anyone. He's probably got to. Oh no, his time's updated, of course, because of his second stop. So there is going to have to be a hunt down. There is indeed. Speaking of hunting, Michael's lap time 16.2, 15.7. Mark's lap times 18.4. Michael is quicker, and Mark is behind his old friend Nikita, who he won't be too pleased to be seeing. We'll be hoping he gets a bit more service. Oh, again, Mark's been very rough, raggedy on the way on his return to the circuit, so I think Michael's going to have him here. We're going to get the Michael hunting down Mark. Take two. The first one was caught short. Cut short. Keaton, again, not jumping out of the way. Nikita due a stop soon. Has he been in the pits? I think he had. Oh, I think he's actually. Yes, he's already. He's fresh out then, actually. So that probably explains some of the pace difference. He's actually, in theory, likely to be pulling away.
The leader has just done a 114.2.
17.4 that lap for Mark, who again goes into the wall. 15.2 from Michael. Wow, he's really utilising himself. 15.2 is good pace as well, because didn't you see the leader? Okay, after a lot of laps, but he was in the low 15s. Did caught my eye though. He did do a 14. He's just bumped in a 14.2 on his new alternates. What's his lead now? 37 seconds, but that's having Christian still has to pit. Or has he just been in now? Or has he done a 127.7? Has he just come in? Yes, so we caught him mid-stop. So that's that done then. So Moritz is
The leader has just done
5 seconds back.
113.7.
Oh, that looked a bit racy. I don't think these are for position. Oh, it's Jason getting past. No, it's Pascal getting past Jason, putting a lap on P4. Oh, Mark's got wing damage. He's had a lot of skirmishes. Where's he done it? Yeah, it's the old classic. Ah, and the front left's caved in. I didn't catch that. Oh no, it seems to have popped back out. And he's not. Oh, he's not pitting. That's it's a little sketchy. Oh no, we want. Who do we want? It's Mikkel. He's defending it with a damaged front wing. Careful on the brakes. Careful on the brakes. Is he in the wall again? No, he's okay. Mikkel's been coming up to him 2 seconds a lap quicker. I don't see the purpose of defending this really. You're both 5 laps down. Mikkel has been massively quicker. You've got front wing damage. It's just asking for trouble. And I hope we don't see some more fireworks. I mean, you got to give it to Mark. He's defending well with half a wing, but I would be surprised if he can make it to the end of the race in his current condition. Mikkel should get a nice. Oh, he can't quite get the switch. And he's gonna no. He's got to be patient, and he will be. You can have him down into that right-hander after the back straight. Just going to try and get him offline so we can try and have a better T2. Look at the speed difference without the front wing. Here we go. I'm sure there's a bit of push pass here. Mark goes defensive yet again. I don't think he's going to be able to hold it this time. Mikkel's going to open the corner up. No, he's still going to go around the outside and he's going to get the exit this time. It's still Mark fights and he's got it. Well done, Mikkel. Good move. Full credit to Mark. I mean, surprised me how much he did fight that, but he gave it a damn good go given the car. Mikkel is just going to run away. I'm hoping we haven't missed the move for P2, which is the next thing that's on the radar. The gap is just under, smidge under 2 seconds. Oh, what's that big brush off the wall? Do you call that a brush or a clonk? Yeah, second a lap quicker on the softer compound tyre due to his extra pit stop. The race leader is only about 6 or 7 seconds behind this pair. I think he is going to be able to lap the whole field. About the only scrap that's left on the grid now. What with Mikkel making his move. And Mark still hasn't pitted. Oh, P10 has got a yellow flag. That is. Oh, Piane's come back out. And not lasted particularly long. Presumably because the car was a bit trash still. A bit of left hand down. I'm confident enough to use push to pass. Well, I thought it was a big ask to repair the car previously. There's no repairing that one. Back to Moritz for P2. He's not afraid to get up close and personal with the barriers, that's for sure. You're on lap 27 of 40. Should be a formality, I would expect. Let's have a quick look at what the push to pass counters are like. Moritz has still got 7. Christian has an untouched 10, so he's got some to defend. Moritz will probably want this done in a lap or so. Or if not, he may be able to make use of the blue flags when the race leader comes through. They're advisory blue flags in iRacing, they're not compulsory, but there's no reason not to adhere to them really. On the ovals, you've got a bit more scope to fight because you can sort of protect a lap if the caution comes out. But on the road course, yeah, it's just common courtesy really to just not impede the leader. It's not going to be close enough to move down here. It's just going to keep applying the pressure. He might be able to force a mistake rather than make the move himself, but full credit to, is it Christian? Yeah, he's driving really well at the minute. He's on the arguably the worst tyre. It may come back later in the race once the softs dry up.
Track temperature's falling. It's now 27
This
Celsius.
could be some crucial defending. I still think Moritz has probably got the pace anyway, but yeah, if he can do the work now for a few more laps, once a tyre crossover happens, it may be a fully legitimate P2 he's earning with this defending. This is probably going to be the best chance. In the slipstream, is he going to pull out? It's a late one. It's a late one. Oh, and he just backs out of it. I think Christian left the door open in case there's a race leader coming through in the background, so he's probably no more than a lap away. No doubt the pace has dropped now. Not by much actually. 15.0, low 15s in clean air, now in the 16s. Christian still has an excuse a push to pass to defend, so he's keeping them in reserve. It is great. It's a tricky old circuit, but it's brilliant watching cars slide around this course. Getting so close to the barriers, brushing up against them, going into them in my case. Yeah, if it's not done this next lap, yeah, blue flags are going to come into play. What a drive from Pascal. He's kept it clean. He's now going to lap the field by the 3/4 distance. Moritz was a bit unlucky, crashing on his outlap, but that's street racing. Barriers are there to gobble you up. Thankfully, it was just a front wing replacement, and he's been able to still look set for a podium. These three get ever closer. It's never a nice position to be in if you're trying to attack someone. You've got the leader. It's so unsettling as the leader coming up behind two battling back markers because you don't know where their focus is going to be. This is going to be a nice move around the outside. Is he going to keep out the barrier? Oh no! Oh wow! How Christian? Oh, Moritz pulls out the way. So this could be his best chance. Let the leader through, and then try and capitalise on when Christian lets the leader through. That was a hell of a hole from Christian. We'll have to watch that back in a minute. Looked like Moritz was going into the wall on the outside. Christian sort of lit the rears up. Where's he going to let him through? Oh. Pascal's not hanging around. He's made that move into the final corners. We'll give Christian. Actually, that's not too bad for Christian. Oh, is it? I was going to say he'll have to slipstream from the race leader, but I don't know if he got a bit dirty air through the corner there because he seemed to have a poor exit. Yeah, you're going to have to back out of that one again, Moritz. Just can't find a way through. I think I'll be amazed if it doesn't happen. You can see he's moving around a lot more. Oh, careful boys, netcode is notoriously bad in these cars. We're going to try again around the outside. Oh, Nelly, has he got it? You're not going to hold it around the outside. Oh, Christian's in the wall. That looks like quite bad damage as well. His front right didn't look too healthy. What's the steering like? It's not bad, it's not horrendous. He's going to surely come in. You'd hope so. He's probably just his front wing did pop back on, but it's definitely damaged. He's not choosing to pit. I think it's in his best interest to do so. He's got a huge gap back to Jason, who is... I say huge, actually. He's coming through the final corner now, so it's probably about a pit stop and not a huge amount more. Right, so let's watch that all back. Where's the drama then? So, yeah, this was some good defending. I thought Moritz was in the wall. He snatched the brake. He's just got it slowed down. That was a hell of a save from Christian. I thought he was in the wall. Even now, watch it back. I don't know how he saved that. Remarkably, he still hasn't used push to pass to defend. Sometimes when it gets to this point, I do wonder if some people haven't got a button mapped for it, or are they even aware it's a thing? Because it is true, a lot of people can jump into an Indycar and not know about the push to pass. But yeah, that was a mighty old save. So then he's going to let the leader through. Well, by choice or otherwise, Pascal made it known he was coming through. I don't think he actually had to lift too much there, Christian. Got the slipstream. Again, we're just waiting for Moritz just to appear at the bottom of the screen. Well, he didn't get too close actually, or a little snatch of the brake. Christian did get away with that one. Yeah, that seemed unnecessary. It is kind of the nature of a bending straight, but yeah, the netcode is awful, so I don't think there was any need for them to get quite as close as they did. Oh, again, as he kept it out the barrier, Moritz, and then was there any contact, or is he's then sort of outside on the off the racing line? Yeah, I don't think there's any contact, sort of netcodey contact. Yeah, that's when I came off it. Before the wing pops on, the front right looks a lot more mashed up. Christian, has he been in the pit? No, he's still running his battered front wing. What's his lap times? He's down. He was doing 16s. He's now in the 18. Got P5 right behind him. It was Fabrizio. I guess he's just lapped Fabrizio. McCall's still pounding round. Oh, I was just about to check lap times because I noticed Nikita, who P7 was closing on P6. He was doing some low 17s. He's just an 18.7 letting Mikhail through, and he's a lot quicker than this chap. Are they on differing tyre compounds? I don't think they are. Oh, they are, yeah. Nikita's on the softs. But we just saw Nikita in the wall, so that's probably going to slow him down. Lap 33 for Nikita. They are 2 laps down, so only 5 laps to go. Trying to work out if he is. I think he is still closing.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 29 Celsius.
This could be a last lap job. Although, I also spot in the top right track map, number 1, race leader, is coming. And the pace he's going around compared to these two, he will lap these for a 3rd time. So they is actually going to lose a lap. So they start lap 34. They are only going to have a 37 lap race, so 4 laps to go, and yeah, he's already all over the back of him actually. How's his temperament? How's his patience? Mark looks very slow. Sorry, not Mark. Morale, isn't it, or something? He's on the slower tyre. He's just driven a very steady race. At the end of the day, anyone that's still running in this has my full admiration, because as we've seen, it's so easy to make your own mistakes. Or oh, he's pulled over. He's not even fighting it. Is he getting defensive? No, I think he's just pulled over. So I think that's just him playing it safe. Playing it safe. He is car 12, so he's still going to get decent iRating for P7. He doesn't want to risk an incident. Don't know what his incident count is. Maybe he's near a penalty. Although this is the kind of circuit, it's quite difficult to get penalty because it's walls, so not so much room for off tracks. It's just going to be 4Xs, and there's only so many 4Xs you can get before your car's dead. Mark has come back out on track again? Did we see Mark? Oh no, he never actually died, did he? He just... What happened to Mark? Yeah, he just lost. Oh, we did. Oh, of course, we saw Mikhail get past him and he was defending with the half wing. Sorry, I was confusing with Diano. Who properly died. So Nikita's got the leader behind him. Let's just make sure there's no shenanigans here. We know Nikita doesn't always make it obvious what he's going to do. And he's thrown the position away. Wowee. Yeah, so again, he's done the same kind of thing. He's got race leaders behind him. And he's not letting them through, and then he's probably looking in his mirrors and he's missed his braking. He's kept out the wall. But it now means it's game back on to hunt down Morale for P6. And I dare say Morale will not give it to him quite so easy this time. There's also the added complication that P2, Moritz, is fast approaching as well. That gap's looking a little big. No, I'm not going to be able to see how because they're 3 laps down. No, I don't think he's going to get this. Or is he? I suppose there was a big pace differential. He's still relatively intact. Actually, I'm going to change my mind. He may do this. It's all going to be about how... Okay, use your head. Come on, use your head. Ease off. Let P2 go. Make sure you focus on the corner. So he's just going to tap the corner, but now he's got... You don't want a car all behind you through this section of the track. You don't want to be having to pull over and let them go through this section of the track. Not that he looks particularly keen to pull over and let them go. As I said earlier, they are advisory blue flags.
White flag this time.
There doesn't seem to be any need to not obey them. Okay, he's focused on the car ahead, but he's not. So it's almost to his detriment, really. He's going to be more looking in his mirrors rather than driving ahead. We've just had the white flag announcement, so yeah, last lap. These 3 are going to be our only action. So Moritz has just declared on the radio, I think I heard that right, that he's not going to interfere, so he's appreciating that these 2 are fighting for position. It obviously makes no ends to him. He's a comfortable P2, big gap ahead, there's a lap down in the car behind. Sorry, big gap to the car behind and there's a lap down to the car ahead. Oh, is it going to be a last sector jobby? I can kind of see a lunge coming, although there's only one place ready to have a lunge. Just get the exit here. Has he got any push to pass? Is he going defensive or is he letting him... Oh, he's letting him through. I mean, it's sensible. As I say, he just wants to focus on getting to the end of the race, but yeah, I was hoping we'd see some action there. Nikita was out of push to pass. This guy hasn't used any push to pass. Oh, I'm a little surprised, I know we let him through before, but I thought that time, essentially the last corner of the race. Oh yeah, I thought he'd defend that. Christian still has 10 push to pass as well, so that says to me that yeah, they didn't have it mapped. And that is a race of the Detroit Grand Prix in the Indycar. Not so much my driving, but we saw a race, and we saw a lot of death. Look at that for final results. Pascal, enormous race winner by a whole lap over Moritz.
This ticket flag.
Moritz, it was a good drive. It was a very lonely P2 for him. He spiced up his own race by damaging his wing on his outlap from his pit stop, so he made an immediate second pit stop. Dropped him down to P4, which kind of was a net P3 because Jason pits just in front of him. Then he had to hunt down Christian. That was a good little fight, that. Unfortunately, Christian damaged his wing just as Moritz was getting past. Would have been interesting to see if if there was a chance to get him back once the tyres crossed back over, but we missed out on that one. Fabrizio with a solid P5, 2 laps down. He seemed to be a lap down really early on. Or maybe it wasn't quite so early on. He didn't look like he's had any major issues, just lapping 4 to 5 seconds off the pace of the leader, but it was clean, and he's got himself a very deserved P5 out of that from P14. We saw... Oh no! I was just about to say we saw Nikita take P6 off Morale, who has been disqualified because he must not have used both tyre compounds. He started on the hards and he's finished on the hards. You have to run both tyre compounds. Compound swap. Oh, that is so unfortunate. So that drops in behind me as well. So I was due to lose 95 iRacing, I think. So I'll probably get an extra 10 back off that. So I'll probably lose about 82, 85 region. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Did Pedro? Oh, Pedro's also been. No, what happened to Pedro? Pedro didn't. Oh, Pedro didn't start the race either. What happened to Pedro? Yeah, I think he just disconnected before the start. Same as Quinton. Yeah, Mikhail, we saw he was very unfortunate to get caught up in the Nikita / Mark / Biane incident. He was a complete passenger, as was Mark, really. Yeah, a solid P7 for him. His car 5 will probably may lose only about 10 iRating. Mark was in the wars a couple of times, P8. Biane, we saw write his car off. Did we see Bruno? Oh, we did see Bruno die. He was the one that lost it. You confused which corner he was on, I think. Yeah, because we saw him crabbing back to the pits. Right then, let's see what the damage was for myself. As I say, I think because of that black flag, yeah, 81 we lost to Mikhail. He lost 5, it was single figures. Yeah, domination from Pascal. He only gets 7 iRating for the his
The track
reward.
temperature's
But
decreasing. It's now 27 Celsius.
a beautiful win for him. Some good championship points. It's still positive iRating. 0 incidents. Yeah, morale was only on 4 incidents, so he was just playing it extra safe. But unfortunately, yeah, as we see in the event log, there's going to be lots of meatball flags. Oh, but right here at the bottom, too few tyre compounds, so he gets black flagged. Not just thrown to the end of those that finished, thrown to the end of the results, full stop. Interesting that they do place in between these two. I guess I can only presume it's because Pedro started the race. Pedro, sorry, did qualifying and Quinton didn't. Who am I looking for? Oh, Quinton qualified. And qualified well in P5. We just have to shoot off somewhere. Oh, but Pedro had 4x in quali and actually had 2x in the race, so. Oh, Pedro. No, we did watch Pedro, didn't we? Watch Pedro drop it off turn 2 right at the start of the race. He took the inside and then he dropped it on the bump. Then we heard the cars coming out the pits, but coming out behind. Yeah, painful one for me that. Oh, I'm all over the place here. Yeah, we put it third on the grid. I think a P3 probably was there for me because what was my best lap early on? It's hard to say actually because we did a 22-1. Yeah, it's all about keeping out the wall, obviously. Maybe we'll try again, but I do think that I probably could have been lapping. I think I had a 15 in me. I'd imagine I think Pascal's doing low 15s at the start of the race on the harder tyre. I think I probably would have been low 16s, mid 16s, which, yeah, looking at this, should have been all right because once I put the alternates on, I should have been able to dip into the 15. I knew Moritz was too quick. Yeah, I think a P3 went begging there. Would have been interesting to see how Mikel came back through. It was him, Mark, and Bjarne, just all in the wrong place at the wrong time with the back marker. But hey ho. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Apologies you didn't actually see much of me driving, but I thought, wow, you got to show the losses as well as the wins, and there was a bit of action to watch elsewhere, and a bit of a taster for hopefully when we can actually put on a full video of driving around here. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Formullama out.